welcome to Lancaster, Pennsylvania. We're here to explore a little bit. Okay, first of all, we're gonna kind of explore behind the scenes a little bit. A nice Amish fella's gonna take us around in a buggy.
Yep, but when our children become 6-year-old, they go to first grade. They go to school from first grade to the 8th grade. 15, once they're 15, they're out of school. But probably over half our people do not farm anymore. There's so many people, not enough farm. They want to farm bad enough, they'll move it and buy a cheaper property. They'll move out of the state. Indiana, Kentucky, Wisconsin, Virginia, Maryland, New York, wherever. Where his wife is one of the people, their daughter makes a lot of cabinets for New Jersey. They can, I don't know if they can double his price or not, but they can do real good with New Jersey. So that's how you can afford to pay such much for his building. So here's what you feed the beef cattle: is hay and corn, chopped up corn in the bags.
Mules?
Yeah.
They're very big.
That's a horse and a donkey mix.
Whew.
That's where the bigness comes. I don't know if it's one that they're rolling or if they're stuffing their feet or what. Making a little bit of dust.
She couldn't stand up alone and they had to help her get started nursing first. Oh, stop it. She probably took your beard for you.
It's shock, but it's not electric. It's not off the line. It's solar panels. We use solar panels. Right here on either side of the road here we have little Amish farm. I don't think they milk cow. This guy here, he trains horse. Get! So here in Lancaster County, we have probably anywhere from 250 to 300 little church districts. Could be 3-4 mile big, 5-6 mile big. They're not all the same. We might have a road as a boundary line. Anywhere from 25 to 40-45 family in a church district. Gets up to 40-45, we'll split it and make another one. getting too big for your house.
Okay, that was great. Really enjoyed that. Really nice man. Showed us around. Kind of took us behind the scenes, and I guess we're kind of doing it backwards. We probably should have done what we're about to do first. We're gonna get on a van, and someone's gonna drive us around. This is the name of this, I think, the Amish Experience. They're gonna drive us around and explain some things about the Amish. Should be good.
English homes will have wires going into them. The Amish homes, here, all these on the left are Amish. You'll see buggies. You'll see scooters sitting around. You'll see wash lines, solar panels, propane tanks. They're telltale signs of Amish properties. There's a wash line here on our left, large wash line going up in the air. Two little colts there for the workhorses. And coming up here on the right, this is the first of the Amish schools that we're going to pass close by. Schools are 1st through 8th grade. One teacher. Schools are going to be within 1 mile of each student's homes. They ride on scooters or walk. And they left their baseball bats out there. They're probably going to pick up their game as soon as they get finished. But 1st through 8th grade, teacher is usually at 18. She can be teaching. She will teach until she's about the age of 20, or that's when they usually get married, early 20s. And they're going to get married and start a family. So she's going to teach until she is ready to start her own family, and then she'll quit teaching. And then another girl who apprenticed with her will move up and become teacher. Church this coming Sunday, and they hold a bench wagon around so that they can sit about 150 people in their building for church on Sunday. That bench wagon is going to hold supplies for their church, their hymnals, their benches, and silverware and place settings for a meal, because they're going to serve a meal after their 3-hour service on Sunday. This home on our left, that home does have an electric wire going to it. It is an Amish home. There was a girl born there that was handicapped, and she needed a respirator and air conditioning for survival, and they had to go and get permission to put the air conditioning, the electric in there, and they did get permission. Oh yeah, we're neighbors because they live right among, they're not in a separate community where they're just, like it's a gate you go in and this is Amish. No, they live right, they're neighbors with English, and they all get along very well. This is a Stolzfus family. I'm going to stop there because I don't see many cars here right now. We're told they bought their land, which is about 85 acres, for a nickel an acre from William Penn. They have a petting zoo. They have snacks here. And on our left here is an Amish cemetery. I'm just going to stop here very quickly. Notice all in their cemetery, you ask about why they don't like pictures. Tombstones, all very small, very similar in size, and that is because nobody is better than the next person. Everybody is equal. That's their believing. They do bury their dead with tombstones facing, the writing on the tombstones will face the west. Their bodies are facing the east, and that is their belief that when Jesus returns, he's going to be coming from the east, and they want to be on the lookout. This is the oldest Amish cemetery in the country, dating back to the 1700s. They will not drive a car. Their businesses, they may own a car, but they won't drive a car on the road. For their businesses, they might have vehicles that are labeled for their business, but they will hire somebody to drive them. They want to go on vacation, they can go on vacation, but they're going to hire somebody to drive them there. They're going to take a bus, or they're going to take their buggies if they're not going too far, or they're going to take a train, but they won't go in an airplane. A lot of Amish are snowbirds. They will go south down to Florida for the winter. I've never been in the Florida over the winter, but I'm told there's an Amish community there, that some of the Amish will go down there over the winter. When the children go through 8th grade, then they will do a vocational training. And that will take them to the age of 16 years old, and that's when they're allowed to drop out of the public school system. When they turn 16 and drop out of the school system, at that point they are allowed to go enter a season in the Amish life that is called Rumspringa. And that means they're allowed to live as the English do. They're allowed to participate in English activities. The boys anybody is allowed to get a driver's license and drive a car. They're allowed to participate in English activities, do anything among the English. At that time also, they do have Amish youth groups, and we get very large gatherings. During the summer, we'll see very large gatherings of youth out in the fields. They get together and play games and just get together and hang out together, and that's where they can meet other Amish, and they can start dating at that point, and they can date several people before they get married. An Amish will only marry an Amish, and they must be baptized. This is another school here on our left.
A lot of bikes.
Lot of scooters. They're not bikes, they're scooters. Here at the end, we do have 2 bicycles. And that means that school has 2 children who are non-Amish who go to that school. Now the Amish still do barn raising. And this happened Thanksgiving Day 2 years ago, right near my house. A Amish barn burnt down, and the very next day there was a group of Amish there from all over, a very large group. They cleaned up the mess. That would have been Friday. Saturday they were cleaning up still. They started building. They had all the supplies there. By, I would say, Wednesday the next week, they had a new barn.
Take these. Let's see.
Gotta decide which one I want. Okay, we're gonna do a little more exploring here in Pennsylvania, but that's it for now. We'll see you.